I been in my bag. Please don't make me mad. You been in your feelings. That won't get no cash. Only L's I take is LLCs. We first, not last. I been in my bag. I been in my bag. I been in my bag. Please don't make me mad. You been in your feelings. That don't get.
What's up, YouTube? Yes, I'm in here dolo right now. First off, excuse my hair. Y'all better not be saying nothing. I gotta get it done, man. I ain't like if my girl was here with me, she would have gotten the bathroom, got all cute ready. Then I would have got judged. I'd have been like, all right, let me do this. We ain't doing that right now though, man. It's just us. So we're gonna rock out. No, but I wanted to, talk to y'all about, I know I've been hitting at it for a while. I know I talked about it in the video that I did on live with the box truck couple, Vic and WJ. Shout out to them soldiers right there. About a load that we did going from the West Coast all the way to South Carolina. It was my neighbor's load. So I want to get into how this even happened, because this was a big load. We ended up getting $13,000 for this load. And I really want to tell y'all how it happened. And, I want to get into it and just get y'all the details. One thing about me and my partner, we don't really like, talking about numbers because it doesn't really help you guys. But I want to go over some key things that can help you guys, and it'll be in the details of just simply how we was able to get the load. So, don't just always click on videos just because you see the amount. I'm glad y'all clicked on this one, but I really want to get into how we were able to make $13,000 in the box truck industry with a couple of loads. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, listen. Me and my wife were coming home one day. I believe she was already in the house. She got out. Because once we get home off the road, we're taking stuff out the truck. We're bringing it in the house, our luggage and things like that. She's in the house. I'm outside. I'm getting out the driver's seat. And my neighbor's pulling up in their Range Rover. And they stop and they talk to me. So they're like, oh, you're home? I'm like, yeah, we're home. They're like, oh, we only know when you're home when we see a truck out. Because we got a garage, so we always park in the garage. But they're like, yeah, we only know when you guys are home because we see the truck out. We never know. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we're home. What's up? So they're like, yeah, we're moving. I'm like, no, don't go. They're like, yeah, we're moving. I would love, for your company to take us, to move us out there. I was like, oh, that would be awesome. They were like, well, how much would you charge us? And we had just got off I think it was a 2,000 mile load. So I was able to ask, I was like, I can't honestly give you an appropriate quote right now because I tried to ask them how many miles it would be or if they had the address or where they were moving to. And I believe, I could be mistaken, but I believe at the time they didn't know exactly the address or which home they were moving to in South Carolina. So I couldn't give them an appropriate quote. They ended up giving me a city, I believe, if not an exact address. And then I was able to do some numbers, analyze the area out there a little bit, and come up with a fair quote of how much we would need to get it out there. Then it's my neighbor too, so I wanted to show love. So I knew they would need us to load as well. So we were trying to work out a loading fee as well that'll work out for them and my company. Also, they wanted us to tow their Range Rover out there too on like a, either my tow hitch on the back or whatever. Get one of those little mini things that the cars be on when they be on the back of a U-Haul. We couldn't do that. That would have been nice. We couldn't do that. I contacted DOT. I think they said it wasn't a problem, but we don't even have on lift gates. There's no tow thing back there, so there was nothing that we could have hooked it on. So that was just something that was out. They had to pay another company for that. But we did want to keep everything in house. However, we just we couldn't do that. So we were in great communications with them. Since this was a big load. Initially, I think I quoted them 6,000. Yes, I quoted them 6,000. So I quoted them 6,000. I wanted 3 up front. They gave me 3. My wife created an invoice for them. We charged 3. They gave us 3,000 up front. I believe it was 2 checks and 1,000 cash. We got the 3,000 up front. And then we were in communication and trying to set it up. They just knew that they had to be gone by the first week of November. They were initially trying to plan to leave, I believe, like the second week of October, and then be there, within a week of November 1st. So if they left October 15th, they were trying to be there October 22nd or something like that, right? So I was like, okay, that's fine. So after we worked out the numbers, everything like that, everything was smooth. Finally, the day comes, and of course, we're working. Our trucks are constantly moving. So she finally calls me, and she's like, okay, I got a date. I'm like, okay, perfect. Our driver, Ryan, I was really trying to get him on the load because I'm like, I know, he'll do everything perfectly. Let's get him on. At the time, I had just hired some new people at this time, and he was our most experienced driver. So I'm like, why not have him on the load? He was in California, and this is something that we haven't talked about on there yet. I won't really get into it much now, but just know a situation had happened out there with Ryan and the truck to where he wasn't able to come down and get the load. So now we're like, dang, what we gonna do? How are we gonna get this load? We already got half the money. We gotta improvise. What we gonna do? So then I started slowly but surely, as I'm looking for loads and I'm dispatching my drivers, I'm basically getting them slowly but surely back this way. And then it just so happened that we went to go pick up a new truck. Or my apologies. Actually, my wife she had went to go get our truck, one of our trucks from Baltimore, Maryland. Got a load from Baltimore to LA. So I was like, that's perfect. She got the load from Baltimore to LA. She pulled up. Boom, we got a truck. So I hired a couple guys, that I know from the area. And, I gave them some good money per hour. And me, my wife, and the guys that I hired, shout out to Trez, shout out to Casper, we went over there and we loaded them up. Listen, they had these huge safes. Those were the heaviest. I had to buy new equipment too. So I had to get on Uline. I had to buy a new dolly. I'll show you guys the dolly in the video. I also had to buy some blankets because they had some precious items. He had 2 Harleys. Like I said, he had some safes. They had some glassware and stuff like that as far as household goods that I wanted to cover up. So I ended up getting 12 blankets. I think it was 12 blankets. That way we didn't have any problems or any liability issues. I got a lot of cargo insurance though, so I wasn't worried. So we loaded the truck up. I mean, we were out there working hard. We loaded the truck up. We did it fairly quick, and we did it effective. I mean, we got it packed really, really, really good. There were some things that we couldn't pack in there, but they also were buying renting a 12x6 U-Haul that they felt like they were going to put the other stuff in. So I was like, okay, cool. We got the heavy stuff in. We got the main stuff in, so we were good. We go by the weigh station, you guys. We were overweight. So we get to the weigh station. We were overweight by over 3,000 pounds. I come back. I tell them, I said, hey, we're overweight. We're going to have to take these bikes. So I instantly was thinking of bikes because the bikes were heavy. When I say bikes, like I said, I'm talking Harley Davidson motorcycles. So I tell them, we're going to have to take the bikes off. The husband, shout out to Huey and Don. The husband, he looks over at Don. He says, he's like, well, he looking like, I ain't taking my bikes off of there. No, but he looking like, hey, what we gonna do? Because we definitely need, they talk about taking stuff off. We still got stuff in the house. We got to get the stuff down there. It's time to roll. What we doing? So she was like, okay, how much would you quote us for another truck? Instantly, I told her, I would have to find a truck. That's going to be a process. I said, however, I do have a guy dropping off on Monday. I forgot what day it was. I think it was Monday. Yeah, I was like, I do have a guy dropping off on Monday in Berkeley. Oh, I hope I got that right. I think it's Berkeley. It was Berkeley, California, or somewhere in Southern California. And I was like, I could either try to find a truck, try to figure something out. If not, you can pay me a certain amount, and I'll dedicate the truck to because I can afford to dedicate him to come down to where we are at, and then still get the load there, and it'll make sense. So she was like, okay. So I ended up quoting her basically another $6,000. So I was like, we'll do it for another $6,000. I'm going to have to hire some more guys to load the truck up, and then we're all going to have to unload. Now, at the time, I'm going to be honest, I'm thinking in my head, I'm happy because I didn't know how me and my girl was gonna unload it. Anyway, I was gonna find a way though, so I wasn't worried about it. But I was a little bit. But with my guy Chris, shout out to Chris. With my guy Chris being able to come down and pick up the other load, now I have help when it comes time to unload. And I know all my drivers like the chance of getting extra money. So when I'm telling him like, hey, I got, chance for us to get some extra money, we're gonna load and unload this truck and we're gonna call it a day. It did take the same amount of time to load the second truck as it did the first truck. So mind you, we taking stuff off the first truck, we putting stuff on the second truck, we're taking the rest of the stuff from their home, putting it in the second truck. And finally we get everything loaded up. We take both trucks to the weigh station. Everything is clear, good and dandy. We lock everything up and we set to roll the next day, which was Tuesday. We ended up taking Interstate 40 to 20, and then he took 10 to 20. So we, floated all the way there. We finally get there. Of course, we beat Chris because he's slow. No, I'm just playing, Chris. You know we love you. Chris he'll drive like 400 miles a day. No, I'm just talking stuff, Chris. But yeah, we get there, and shout out to Zaxby's. Y'all took care of us. We get there, we get some Zaxby's. We were supposed to try to meet up with a few content creators as we were going through Atlanta as well, but it just didn't work out. But we're going to get it together. So, Christy, if you're watching this, we're going to get it together. Vic, all y'all, man, we love y'all. We definitely going to figure it out soon. But, yeah, so, Kobe, Demetrius B, all y'all, I mess with all y'all. Now, wait, before I even get into that, mind you, Ryan is home now. So, Ryan is at home. He's taking like a little mini vacation, telling me he about to pick up a little part-time job to get some extra cheese while he waiting. I'm thinking like, you know what? First off, I'm not trying to drop. I done got like a little, not really spoiled because I be working all day. But I really my company is growing. I can't be in the truck no more. I cannot operate from the truck. I just can't do it. So when I'm in the truck, I'm like, I can't be in the truck. So I'm like, you know what? Let me call Ryan. He been talking, oh shit, I got, even if it's just 3-4 weeks, whatever, I'm like, you can, even 1 week, I'm like, you know what, whatever, you can come back, you got the truck, plus, you can do your thing, get some extra money. So I call him, he like, yo, what's up? I'm like, you trying to come to South Carolina? I got this truck for you. He like, yeah. He fly to South Carolina, we meet in South Carolina on Friday. We met Friday night. We didn't really kick it too much. He was tired, we was tired. Next morning, we kick it. We wake up, we go unload the truck. I got some real good, shout out to Ryan. We got some real good footage of us unloading the truck. We did it fast, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, we did it fast. And, we got everything unloaded, both trucks. And then we drove both trucks. I got both my drivers at the same hotel we were staying at, right by the beach. Got us a hotel right there. We parked both the trucks up. And we instantly, we go in, freshen up a little bit from, the move. And then we go to we go to the beach. We go to the beach, had a few beers, enjoying the view, enjoying the sand, enjoying that, that good ocean. I ain't never been on that side of the world. So, that was a vibe. And then, we hit the boardwalk. We had a meal on the beach. I forgot what it was, but it was like a boardwalk. It was a restaurant right there on the beach. I took everybody out to eat, got everybody drinks. Really love taking care of my drivers. So we had a really good time. And everyone was happy. Everyone was satisfied. We came back. Chris went to sleep. Chris went to sleep. And me, Ryan, and my wife, we went out to another, a really good bar that was actually across the street. So we went out to the bar that was across the street. Oh, they had some fire wings. Ryan, if you watching this, comment the sauce of the wings that we had. I always forget. But we had some really good wings. And, we just enjoyed the night. We knew that me and my wife were going to be flying out the next day. We knew Ryan was going, I was going to be trying to get them a load because the next day was Sunday, but I knew I was going to be trying to get them a load on Monday. So, both trucks getting a load up out of there on Monday. So everything was good. We departed after a great time. We called an Uber to the airport. The airport was closed. We flew back, had a long layover in Chicago. And then we flew from Chicago on home. And we finally got home. We actually ended up getting a hotel right where the airport was at. So we just immediately got out. It was midnight. Got out the airport, got a hotel, woke up. And then that's when we went and got those trucks. So if you guys remember in the other video, I said, so that day I woke up after about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I did try to dispatch my drivers up out of there, but it didn't work. That day I had to take an L for my company. Not really an L, but I had to take a little mini L for my company. I just didn't really dispatch that day. I just, had my guys sitting and I told them, hey, I'll get you guys out of there tomorrow, I promise. Today it was too much. So I did that, and it was amazing. So we ended up, like I said, getting, I said 13,000, but I told you guys 12, right? We got 6,000 per truck. We did such an amazing job that, at the end of the job, she tipped my company $1,000. So, we ended up getting $13,000 total for that load. And, like I said, I was able to take care of, it was 8 people involved that helped with that load. Myself, my wife, Chris, Ryan, my guy Casper, Trez, and 2 more of my other partners, that helped us out as far as, loading and unloading. So, Caesar, my boy Caesar, and his brother, I forget his brother's name, but he brought his brother along with him, and we had a real good time. So, that $1,000 was dispersed all between us for, loading and unloading, and everyone was satisfied, man. Like I said, on top of that, I took real good care of the drivers. We went out to eat, got some real good seafood, got some drinks. It was a blast. So, just literally all I did to get that load was be a neighbor, be a good neighbor. I'm black, they white, they show love. They see me, they see what I'm doing. This is something that I've spoken to them about. Like, before it happened, I spoke to them like, I plan on getting this, I plan on doing this, and we did it, and they see it, and then they supported it. They didn't have to do that. So, I just, it's a lot of money in this box truck. It could be somebody could drive past your house. I almost was able to load load and unload the new tenant that's in that house right now as well. So, there's a lot of different ways to get money in this box truck industry. If you be yourself, you be attentive, you be relatable, people gonna want to mess with you. So, you do the job right, they're gonna want to mess with you. It's just gonna happen. So that was a situation where money just came to me. I love moving household goods. It seems like we always get paid handsomely when we do that. And I just wanted to share that experience with you. I might try to have Brene make a little video. I know she's working on her CDL video right now. We're not, she's, like I said, she's handling some family things back where we're from right now. But I did want to get you guys some content. I want to appreciate everything y'all do. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We're creeping up on 10,000, man. We're trying to, continue to push out content. So with you guys watching us and, staying so true to us and doing that, it really makes it easier for us to get on it and take time out of our very busy day. I got my phone on silent, and I've had a banner going across time, literally constantly through the whole video. So, I appreciate every one of y'all out there. Continue to support us, continue to watch us. As you guys know, we do offer a mentorship. We offer a slew of different things and ways that you can get involved with my company, as far as different paid programs and different paid, different paid things that we offer, different paid offers. So, if you're interested in that, make sure you guys click the link in the description box, and we'll definitely take care of you, whether it's the rental account manager, dispatchers, brokers, our ebook, or if you want to get involved in our mentorship where you have 100%, access to me as well as my wife in, helping you aid, any advice or anything that you could think of, any connects, any affiliates, anything that you might need, and helping you guys start your business and get to where we are. We're less than a year, and we really hopped in this game and we doing our thing. So if you watch my first video to now, man, I done got my weight up. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the good signs, So we really doing our thing. We went from renting one truck together as owner operators, to hopping out the truck, hiring our first driver, going through different turmoil, hiring, firing, getting information how we can get better, which we're still doing, you know, dealing with bad drivers, dealing with good drivers, dealing with all kinds of things. And now today, you know, I have 7 drivers, you know, over the road right now. So much I had to think, you know what I mean? So that's amazing. And, you know, and they all OTR, man. We getting that OTR box truck money. So, and everybody who drives for me, a lot of people are emailing me, hey, I want to drive for you. I want to drive. This is not that. It's not like you just want to drive for. This isn't a job. Everybody is, that's in our driving program. Number one, first thing first, you have to be enrolled into our mentorship. That just shows me you're serious. It shows me how you're starting. It shows me that you're, you know, 100% dedicated to starting your own company. Because everybody who's enrolled into our mentorship is starting their own company. And those are the individuals that we give chances to as far as coming to work with us. I know for a fact, if you are one of those gentlemen or ladies who are enrolled into our mentorship, you paid to get into a program to help you start your business. I know that I could trust you that much more, you know, to do what you're supposed to be doing and graduate. If you're not graduating, or you don't plan to graduate, or you don't want your own 2020, whatever, if you don't plan to really get out there and start your own company, I don't want you. I don't want you just working for me to get a check. That's not what we're doing over here at Buy Lug. So, you know, shout out. I want to give, you know, a shout out before I get up out of here. I didn't want the video to be too long. I know how y'all is about watching long videos, but I do want to give a shout out to Ryan and congratulate Ryan. Ryan is working on his very first YouTube video as I speak. He literally called me probably about 10 minutes ago asking me for, you know, different advice and different, different coaching tips I can give him as far as trying to make a great video. And I just told him, hey, be yourself, be natural, and just let it flow off. You know what I mean? Don't be scripted. Just let it happen. And I hope you guys love it. He's literally, you know, I don't want to give too much of his story away, but he's in his own 2022 box truck. Already caught his first load today on his own. You know what I mean? So that is huge. You know, got a load 1,000 miles, paying over $2 a mile, man. So it just really makes me proud, you know, to have someone be a product of what I'm doing over here, you know. And Kyle, you're next. Chris, you're next. Albert, you're next. LD, Mr. Perkins, as I like to call him, you next. My boy Prentice, he ain't never drove a box truck in his life. Got the program, you know what I'm saying? Been doing this thing. Today, he ain't called me at all. Doing his clock right. Getting on RTS, going from fuel station to fuel station, doing it right. Not wasting time, pulling over 20, 30 times in a day. They doing it right. You know what I'm saying? So y'all helping me being able to help y'all. So I really, really, really appreciate y'all. I hope I ain't forgetting nobody, but I really, really appreciate all y'all. And man, I can't wait for y'all to graduate if y'all watching this video. So I'm out, man. Stay tuned. CDL video up next.